Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jumping in an Elevator, the podcast where I, Mike, from the world's most successful YouTube channel, you can actually look it up in the Guinness World Records. I have that record. I talk into a high-quality microphone. That's what this is devolved to. And we have a special guest.
Hello.
This is my ultra-iconic sister. I probably don't need to say how iconic you are because I say it a lot on the podcast. Not that you would know because you don't listen.
I do listen, actually.
I caught her lacking and slacking because I uploaded that really good Twilight video and I was like, have you watched my video yet? And what'd you say?
I haven't watched anything in the last few days at all. Not even Drag Race.
Actually, yeah. She got like 45 minutes into the 50-minute episode. She's like, you know what? No, I'm going to stop.
Yeah, I just couldn't handle it. I got to like the critiques, the last critique, and I was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah,
time for me to go.
I'm going to leave that for another time. Nah, fair enough. For today's episode, special welcome to Savannah. Savannah, you know what I hope for you? I hope that you are not doing banking on public Wi-Fi. Do you remember one time Dad did that?
A lot of people do that.
A lot of people would be scared of you.
A lot of people do that.
A lot of people do that. Don't do banking on public Wi-Fi.
Savannah, learn from the lessons.
Savannah, learn from this. But honestly, a lot of people, like, they go to McDonald's and use the Wi-Fi for banking. If you're going to do that, at least encrypt it. Get a VPN.
Yeah, virtual protected network. Protected.
Protected. I'm protected. So for this episode of the podcast, it's been past a minute of talking, so we're going to talk shit, basically. Don't expect anything of value.
Yeah, definitely do not expect anything of value here.
I think that's fair to say. We've got a couple of questions for each other, and then I really want to play this game, but Emma really doesn't want to. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We will play the game. Also, I hope you're enjoying the outfits. This is not my dressing gown. This is my mum's dressing gown. I just thought it was fun that both Emma and Mum had matching dressing gowns and I don't.
Did somebody fart?
Sorry?
Did you fart?
No.
I can smell fart.
I didn't. As if I would turn the microphone on and start farting.
It wasn't me. I smell like perfume.
It wasn't me.
I don't know, but I can smell something.
I'm low-key
and Pepper's
sick
not
of
in the
you.
room.
Pepper is not in the room. No, but, I didn't do anything that I know of. Not that. Anyway, what was I even saying? Yeah, you and Mum have matching dressing gowns and somehow I was left out of that. So I decided to wear Mum's one and then we could be matching.
Very
there's
nice,
that.
Very good. And they have hoods,
Oh, should we put the hoods on?
if anyone's wondering.
Dun, 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 dun. No, I wanted Star Wars, but I started singing. I was going to say Hungry
Hunger
Jacks.
Games.
That's not even right. It's Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know.
You said Hunger Games.
I know, but it was
Harajuku.
It was Harry Potter.
Yeah. I really want to see that new Harry Potter. It's not even new. That Harry Potter musical. I think when Mum comes to Melbourne next, I'm going to go see it.
Cursed children.
I think there's one.
Cursed child.
Definitely Cursed Child. The Cursed Children. All right. So, that's giving me like a little bit of PTSD to when I said to someone at high school that my favourite band was Foster the Children when I was talking about Foster the People. So that's something that I live with every day, and that's fine. All right, so for questions.
I already know question one.
Okay.
I
don't know what these questions are.
For those following along at home, we're doing a tag team question scenario, right?
Sure, yeah.
We're like, ask a question, give an answer. Question, Q&A.
That's almost like a Q&A. Whoa, that's
Q&A.
crazy.
So that's what we're doing. So my cue to you, Mike,
God, okay.
is... Oh, the hiss. Sorry.
Will we ever get there?
My question is, can you please drop your skincare routine?
That was so proper. Can you please drop your skincare routine?
The people want to know.
Do they?
They do. Trust me.
Sure. Also, context for that question, my sister knows a lot about skincare and makeup and all that stuff. So the tip to start wearing SPF came from this baddie. And it actually made such a difference. It was
Did
actually
it change
insane.
your life?
Like, I'm not even joking. Like, yeah.
It changed your life and it took years off your face.
Months off my face. I don't know about years. It's a bit... I am 25. You are older.
I'm
than
only
me.
a year older than you.
No, that's also not true.
Right now, I'm a year older than you.
That is not how time works. Oh my
I'm
God.
1 year older than you.
She's 18 months older than me. She does this thing where, like, if it's 1 year different, so I'm 25, she's 26, she'll be like 1 year. Like, it's not. It's 18 months. And then when it's like 25, 27, you say it's 18 months. Even though by your rules it's 2 years. So, what now? All right, so skincare routine. I have a few steps. Waiting for Vogue to contact me for my skincare routine. I think the girls would just collapse because it's actually iconic. So, do you want morning or night?
Can I just say,
Go for it.
you have a really good skincare routine,
Here we go.
but you can always improve.
So true. We
Not
love
shady,
a
not shady.
backhanded compliment.
But before you get to Vogue, I think you need to improve a few elements of this.
Coming for me live on air. Cool. All right. So, do you want morning or afternoon?
Give
Say
me both.
afternoon. That's more exciting.
Everything.
So, the afternoon one,
The PM routine.
the PM, the post meridian. Is that?
I was going to say post-mortem.
That means after death.
Okay, that's
When they
wrong.
like dissect the body after
Yeah.
death. I mean, I die every day basically. So I do an oil cleanse and I use this like the ordinary one, which is really good. I put it on my Instagram story and everyone's like, oh my gosh, sponsored. Like, no, it wasn't sponsored. I just wanted to help
Just
everyone
love
out.
it. Just a fan.
Just a fan.
Also, oil cleansers are very, very good. They're game changers.
Oh, thank you for that tip.
Oh,
And then
okay.
after
Off you
oil
go.
cleansing, I do water cleanser. I use a Ran one. But I don't do both in the morning. I just do the water cleanser in the morning. And then after that, my face is feeling real juicy. And then I put like some serums on. So I have like a
What
hyaluronic...
serums?
What
Tell us.
serums?
Yeah.
I have a hyaluronic acid serum, an anti-redness serum. I also have this thing called Face Hero, which is kind of... It's just the girl boss of face oils. I don't really know how to explain what it does.
It's
but
a hydrating oil.
and I love that for my skin. So I do that, and then I put moisturizer on, and then
Which moisturizer? Explain.
the ordinary
Details.
HA.
What are the active ingredients?
I don't know. It just looks pretty, so I put it on, and it works.
Oh, God.
And then in the morning, I do SPF at the end of that. I don't put SPF if I'm going to sleep.
No. Oh.
But I mean, I
Imagine.
would if it actually did something, because I love SPF. Shout out to SPF.
Tell
High
us
five.
why. Tell us why do you use an oil cleanser? This is like a pop quiz.
Bitch got an oily face.
Yeah, but why do you use an oil cleanser?
Okay, so during the day, I have SPF on, and I need to get the SPF actives off my skin.
Yes.
So then I use the oil cleanser.
Yes.
And then I use the water cleanser because...
Or the
Tag
double
team.
cleanse, because you start with the oil cleanser to dilute all of the stuff that's
So
on your
true.
face.
That's what I was gonna say.
And emulsify it off.
Exactly.
And then you do that. That's like a pre-cleanse. And then you go in with your like second cleanser to really just clean out and soften the skin.
Like, comment, and share for a double cleanse. I'm not
Double
going to ask you
cleansing's
what your
good.
one is because yours is like extensive.
It's extensive. It really is. I don't even know how many steps I have going at the moment.
I think I'm probably going to... Next thing I'm going to add is some vitamin C serum.
I would
Because
suggest.
Miss Girl told me that I'm going to get crusty eyes.
It's
So-
not for eyes.
Oh. It's
what
just
you
for like
need
glowy.
actually,
Here we go.
I think
This is every day.
an eye cream would be really beneficial.
Any suggestions?
There's so many.
I love that.
Do you want a specific one?
I mean, I'll do some research, but just like I'll look for the one that looks pretty and then I'll send
And
it
then
to
send-
you and I'll be
yeah.
like, is this okay? And you'll be like, no, you idiot, get this one instead. Does that sound good?
Also, all the rage at the moment is retinol. So you could add a retinol
What does that
active
do?
ingredient. Look it up.
That's code for I can't remember.
No, of course I remember.
No, that's fair. That's fair. We all make mistakes. Everybody has those days. All right,
Oh,
so
rude.
my
Okay,
question
ask
for
me a
you
question.
is top 3 TV shows. I asked Jake this and it was very revealing. So top 3 TV shows.
Okay. Number 1, Schitt's Creek.
Oh,
If you know, you know. Michael has not watched a single episode.
I haven't watched
Can
it.
we roast him for this, please?
I get it a lot actually on the Instagram DMs when I check
Ah.
them. God, I don't check them often, but when I do, ooh, that's something that comes up often. It's like, you look like the guy from Schitt's Creek.
You don't really look like him. Well, today you randomly did because you were wearing a nice bougie jumper and
It wasn't
sunglasses.
bougie. It was a black jumper. The power was out today. It was a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's
But
why this
anyway.
podcast was delayed because
Power outages in the 21st century.
I woke up to the dog barking, which is not new. But then I woke up to the alarm barking, which was new.
Barking.
And it went off every 30 seconds for the
For
whole
12
day,
hours.
which was really fun. And I loved that. So we were just kind of waiting for that to end before we could start recording. So we persevered. And for that, we deserve a like, a comment, and a share, and a review, and a global Hot 100 #1 chart. Goodbye Lil Nas X. Goodbye Doja Cat. Hello us. High five.
High five. What
That's
is
the
with
third
the
high five
fives?
today. I don't know. I'm just really enjoying high fives at the moment because I asked the dog for high fives and she wasn't giving it to me. So I was feeling a little bit sad. But then I managed to get 3 high fives off my sister. So who's the real winner? So that's show number 1.
Oh, okay. I am very, 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 very bad at lists.
Full stop.
Lists of things. Even though I'm obsessed with writing lists for myself,
Yeah.
people ask me, "What's your favorite?" Da, 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 da. I don't know.
And isn't that just so sad?
I have a lot. So I loved Bridgerton. Some might say that's a bit basic.
Okay. No, but it was very popular for a reason. Things aren't bad just because they're popular. As a pop music stan, I have to deal with that continuously.
True.
Number 3?
Am I allowed to refer to like a streaming platform to see what I've recently viewed?
No, you have to just think like the third show that comes to your head, like one that you've watched recently. Like the fact that we just discussed
Yeah,
one before.
RuPaul's Drag Race, but
Yeah.
I actually don't know if that's in my top 3.
Oh, what else are you watching?
Oh, the UK one.
Yeah,
UK season 2.
specifically.
Yes.
Was really, really good. Who's your favourite queen?
Bimini Babes.
Bimini Bomb Boolash. Shout out to Bimini. Bimini's a big fan. So shout out
Love
to
you,
Bimini.
Bimini.
Next question for me.
Okay, I actually need to open this now.
Like, honestly, who knows what's coming next?
I've already asked you this question actually yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
What is it?
What was the last book that you read?
Oh, but you asked me that to drag me.
No, I just
Because
genuinely
you know
wanted
that
to know.
I don't read a lot.
Yeah, you don't.
I can't read.
You don't read much at all. So I'm just interested.
Shut up. I read a book about the number 0, which was interesting. And that was literally like 2 years ago.
What is it called and who is it by?
It's called 0 by... Am I supposed to know? Like, do you
Well,
remember
yeah.
the author of every book that you've read?
Nearly.
What was the last book you read? That's not your question. But like, what is the last
The
book?
author of the last book?
What's the last book?
The Godmothers.
Oh, what a classic. Read that last week. Who's it by?
Monica McInerney.
Shout out to Monica. Honestly, it really is Monica's time.
She's
isn't
an
it?
Australian novelist.
And I love that for her.
those
And I love that for us. And I
interested.
love that for the viewers and the listeners. All right. So, question for you.
Okay. Have you got a list?
No, I'm playing with a piece of chair that I've ripped up. Hypothetically, you're in a car with someone that you're a work acquaintance with, like you're not necessarily friends, okay? But it's just you two and you're on a road trip to a conference or some shit. You work in corporate, by the way, in this situation. Anyway, the road trip is 1 hour and you're putting on an album
Okay.
to just
go
kind
the
of
whole
like
hour?
make it less awkward.
Oh.
What album are you going to listen to?
Lord.
That's a good question. Someone put me in like an interviewing position for like...
See, I just really get stressed at these questions. Is
Why?
anyone else out there like this?
Shout out to everyone with social anxiety.
No, but like it must be a thing. I cannot be the only one that gets anxiety about these questions.
Well, just what album do you like listening to? It's
Because
not that
like
deep.
I would just say the first thing that comes into my head right now.
Yeah, which is what?
But it's not necessarily
The
my
answer.
favourite album.
Well, it doesn't have to be your favorite. I'm just going to be the one that fits the situation.
Yeah, but it might not be the best
Oh,
thing.
what is it?
I don't know. I was going to say Ava Max.
I was
Heaven
literally
and
thinking-
Hell. Is it Heaven and Hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's a good one. I was like, I hope she says Ava Max, Heaven and Hell, so I can get Ava Max some promo.
But that was just because it was like recently.
yeah.
And I was like,
but I
yeah.
mean, if you're in this awkward
Weren't we
car ride
playing
tomorrow-
chess today and I was singing the same song over and over and over
what
again?
song were you? Was it like the King and Queens one?
No.
What's
Who's
that
laughing
lyric?
now?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's like a lyric in King and Queens which is like, in just the king can move one space at a time.
The queen can move. No, wait.
But the
The
queen can
rhythm's
move
wrong.
wherever she likes.
No, you've got the rhythm totally wrong.
But basically, she's saying that the queen is the girl boss of the chessboard.
Basically, in essence, the king can only move one space at a time.
Which is what
the
I
queen
said.
can move wherever she likes.
That's what I said. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I beat my sister 9-0 in chess.
Well, luckily you don't tally chess scores.
Well. Gosh.
Well.
Can you give me my next question?
Okay, next question.
Where to from here? Oh. Here we go.
How many questions are we doing?
I don't know. We're just going to go.
Okay. What's your bubble tea order?
Ooh, that is a good question.
I know.
I can't believe some people don't like bubble tea.
I know.
It's just like very like crusty.
But do you know what?
Here we go.
Do you know what?
What?
If I didn't go to college in the city, probably wouldn't have had good bubble teas ever.
That's probably fair because even when in high school I wasn't near anywhere that had bubble tea, so I never got it. But then in university, there was one place that was close that I started going to, and I was like, but I never got like milk tea.
I'm actually pretty sure you were the one that introduced me to bubble tea. And it was like, was it a grape bubble tea? Or apple?
My God.
Apple green tea with grape jelly.
Apple green tea, grape jelly.
That was the OG
Shout
order.
out to, what was it called?
Utopia.
Utopia.
They're still around.
I would say my go-to now is probably...
Which location?
I like King Tea for this specific one.
Okay.
Brulee milk tea with cheese foam and pearls.
That's literally what I ordered today. You just copied me.
But it's the best one for a reason.
Okay. And like when I ordered a large, you were just judging me.
Because you always get regular and you said large. I was like, I hope you're not thinking that I'm going to drink that. And I did though.
Yeah, but I ended up like having, what is it called? Caffeine shock.
There's no caffeine in there.
Tea is caffeinated.
But it's not that this lady right here, using nice terms because she's right here.
I actually have a bit of a caffeine intolerance.
A caffeine intolerance?
Caffeine intolerance.
No, okay. What my
sister does... This is self-diagnosed.
She drinks a lot of decaf coffee. I
don't actually drink that anymore. I actually chucked it in the bin. Not the Nespressos. They're good. The instant... Sorry, I'm really close to this microphone. The instant coffee, decaf.
That's another thing.
Coles brand was so bad.
Like,
I'm going to write a review.
No, don't do that. Like, I get that people drink instant coffee because that's what they can do. But then
I like an instant
my
coffee.
sister here had the option to not drink instant coffee, and yet she maintained that decaf instant coffee was really nice. Do you remember that era? That was tumultuous.
That was last year during the COVID depression.
Don't blame the panoramic on your bad taste, okay? You had option to get the pods and you didn't.
How was I going to get the pods?
Order them online.
No. Do you know how hard it is to order online Nespresso? Does anyone know? Because it's very hard to search. Honestly, you can't search anything on the Nespresso website.
They don't let you buy on there, or they do? It's
they
just hard
do,
to
but
use.
you can't use. It's so difficult.
Interesting case study. Because I'm actually working on the website for Planet M Studios right now, and I want to make it as simple and easy as possible.
Well, don't do what Nespresso is doing.
Okay, I'll do an anti-case study. Also, last week was the photo shoot for Planet M Studios.
Which I wasn't invited to.
You were invited, not this again. Oh my gosh. This lady...
No, I jest.
...has work.
I was working.
And I was like, I'm going to do the photo shoot. She's like, okay. And now this comes out. It's sick and twisted. But do you think the photos came out good?
Yeah, they look really good.
I'm really excited to like put them on the Instagram and like put them on the website because I'm going to do like a whole bunch of cool edits and stuff to them. So
it's going to look very, very cool.
I'm excited. Would you agree that the whole process, because Emma and I have been working on this together, that the process has been like quite painful?
Not really for me.
Oh, but I mean, like
but it's a lot.
Hasn't been easy.
No.
Like every time that we think we've done something, another thing pops up.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Yeah. So, and like if we compare where we are now to where we were before, we are girl boss. Yeah?
We've done a lot.
High five?
No, I'm not doing another one. Sorry.
Aww. Okay.
Aww.
What was the question that you asked me and did I answer it?
You answered it. The bubble tea order.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Okay. Which was my order, but
okay.
Anyway.
All right. So Here's a question.
Wait, did you add the cheese foam?
Cheese foam.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And what sugar levels and ice levels?
Oh,
This
okay.
is the point of difference between us.
Okay. Is it for that order or in general? Because in that, my favourite order is not necessarily the one that I always get.
Okay.
And you're like, shut up. You're so sick of me. The reasoning behind that is if I got the one that I like all the time, that's too much milk. And I maintain that milk makes me break out.
Yeah.
So I hardly ever have normal milk. Like I drink a lot of oat milk in my coffees and stuff. If I have a lot of normal milk, I get breakouts, like especially like around my nose and stuff. Is there a reason for that? Do you know?
Dairy it can cause breakouts. I don't know why.
Full stop.
Not too sure
End
what the
the
reason is
podcast.
there.
Yeah, okay. Good to know. And then if I'm having like a fruit tea, then I usually go half sugar, half ice because like it just gets very sugary. But in the brulee milk tea, I'll go full sugar. If I'm having milk, I'm full fucking sending it. I'm getting the sugar. It's all happening. Fair?
Gosh. Fair, but I wouldn't.
You wouldn't get what?
I usually go half sugar and no ice.
There's no ice in the brulee milk tea.
Yes, there is.
Brulee milk tea with cheese foam and sago.
There is ice. How do you think they make it cold?
Someone come and collect her because she's lying to your faces.
Are you serious? How do you think they make it cold?
Cold milk.
And ice.
There is no ice. We had it today.
Oh my God.
Somebody lied. Somebody come get her. She's lying on the podcast. Do you remember that time when you got really into that song and just played it on repeat?
That never happened.
That never happened. I refuse. More lies. Okay. Next question. What's your favourite colour and why?
Me? Oh, green.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a difficult question.
No, my favourite colour
Okay,
is
fine.
green.
What kind of green?
Like I don't know.
Okay, the
Like
vibrato. Was that
a-
necessary? Like a... We get it. You can sing. You were in the
Sing
choir.
song.
Were you in the choir?
Oh, I was in everything.
You were in the uni choir, weren't you? Turn it up. All right.
Don't rate me. Anyway,
What's that song?
not about
Don't
me.
rate me. I'm so fucking done with you, girl. Black Bear. Have you heard that?
yes, I have, but please don't distract me
What's
from
the
the
green?
question. Okay, green, but like a dark forest green,
Okay.
kind of heading towards emerald green.
Oh.
That sort of
Okay.
region of green.
What?
But I also like a lot of green, every green.
Shout out
Grass
to the
green,
greens.
chartreuse. Is that how you say that?
Ooh.
Chartreuse? Chartreuse?
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so are you saying like forest green, Hunger Games arena forest, or like Hunger Games District 12 forest? Because that's like a little bit more grey, a little bit more dead.
No.
The
More lively.
the arena one was like really rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rich green.
Interesting. I love a green, like dark green satin kind of vibe.
Satin.
Like when dark green is on like shiny fabric, it looks
Do you
really
know
cool.
the colour of the UFO oil?
I'm not this again. Oh
That
my god.
colour.
Everyone, this is something that I have been suffering with every day of the last 2.5 weeks.
Not true.
My sister is obsessed with this. What's the product?
I'm not obsessed. I just really enjoy it and I think you would benefit from it
What's it
as well.
called?
It's called UFO Oil
By?
by Sunday Riley.
Okay. It's like this green oil.
It's a green oil.
And you put it
for
on your
face.
like, is it on blemishes? Or
It's
like,
an all-over treatment oil.
okay, but like it's a
It's to
spot?
target. It's actually an exfoliant, so it
Like a
targets
chemical exfoliant.
breakouts.
Interesting. I used it didn't do anything for me, and it smelled like basil. And I was like,
Okay,
basil and oregano. I don't want to smell like basil and oregano.
it doesn't smell like that. It smells like botanicals.
Somebody
But
lied.
anyway, you can't expect results after 1 second.
But I mean, that's what she was promising.
Who?
The bottle.
The next day, you notice it.
I didn't. It dyed my skin green. Elphaba.
It did not.
Is Elphaba the green
If
one?
anything, it actually calmed down your redness.
My redness cannot be calmed. Actually, we did
it
find a
can.
product.
We did
What's it called?
a really expensive one
Of
and then a not
course.
really expensive one.
Yeah. And actually, which one was better?
We don't know.
It was a little bit of an experiment that we conducted in store with the samples. So we put one on the left cheek, one on the right cheek.
Pretty sure you put
Face cheeks.
the one on your left cheek was better, I think you said. And that was, am I allowed to say what it was?
Yeah, so I can't remember.
It was the Ren anti-redness serum.
That was the cheaper one?
Yeah, the other one was the Tatcha, what is it? Indigo cream.
What happened was the more expensive one looked like it worked straight away, but then it kind of faded. But then the cheaper one didn't work straight away, but then it like was gradually doing more over time.
Yeah.
But
instantaneous results do not mean long-term success.
So true. Preach that, put it on a shirt and sell it.
What is your McDonald's order?
I was literally about to ask you that.
No, you weren't.
No, I was. When you asked me the bubble tea, when I was going to ask what your McDonald's order is. But I could imagine the panic because my sister has a phobia of drive-thrus.
I do, actually.
Like, that's not even a joke.
Another sign of my social anxiety, crippling social anxiety.
Have you seen that video of Wendy Williams? She's like, shout out to everyone with social anxiety. And they're all clapping like, yeah. No, because I have this really funny memory of Emma in the drive-thru panicking because she didn't know what she wanted to order. And then she's like,
this is not the full story, little rat.
She was like, I'll get a hash brown. And they're like, hash browns are only in the breakfast menu. And it was like 6 p.m. at night.
No, that is totally false. Okay. So you used to go out a little bit and I used to pick you up sometimes.
Oh, please. That happened like twice.
And so I picked you up from wherever you were.
I go out more now than when I did before.
And then, excuse me, let me finish. Oh. And then so we were like, you were really hungry on our way home. So I was like, okay, we'll stop at McDonald's. Then I got there at the drive-through speaker and then suddenly you didn't want anything. So then I had to do a panic order and I was like, can I just get a hash brown? And the guy was so rude. He was like, the breakfast menu doesn't start till 6 a.m. or something dumb like that. And I was like...
But now it doesn't anymore because it's 24 hours.
I know. Like why wouldn't it be 24 hours?
Always. I think it's just because...
The kitchen needs a reset, I guess.
They need a cultural reset.
They need to clean up, I guess.
Ugh, imagine having to clean. But I think that was before McDonald's was 24 hours.
No. That McDonald's was 24 hours. We were there at like 1 or 2 a.m.
But I thought it shut for like 3-4 hours.
No.
I don't know. Okay. My order is large. Quarter pounder meal.
With?
And the drink, I'd probably just get a frozen Coke or frozen Fanta raspberry with blueberry. But sometimes I don't want the drink and I just get the quarter pounder with large fries. Why did you look at me so shocked when I said frozen Fanta raspberry with blueberry?
I was like, they don't do the pops there, do they?
Not the pops, the bursties.
Yeah.
The bursties can fuck off. Hey, bursty. I don't like the bursties.
I tried it once. It was all right.
If anyone's wondering, bursties are like those little things.
The little Sago jellies?
But it's not.
They're just jellies.
They're jellies that you chew them and they pop liquid.
Yeah. I don't know what they actually are, but yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, I'm like...
Are they plastic? No. Oh, no, they're gelatin.
Why would they be plastic?
Jellies. Gelatin.
Gelatin's made from bones. Do you know that?
It's made from camel hoofs.
Is it made from bones?
I don't know about bones.
How many camels are there to make that much jelly?
I don't know, unless that was like a very, very olden days.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the same era that they were crushing beetles to get blue.
Yeah, they still do that.
To get blue?
Yeah.
They crush beetles?
Yeah, they can still do that.
But can't they just go in the studio, in the lab and cook up some blue?
No, it's a whole thing.
It's getting weird. Okay, so did I answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we try the game? The game that I wanted to play was we give each other a word and then the other person has to come up with the origin of the word, but you just totally make it up.
Yeah, but...
And it could be so much fun.
No, I don't really think it's fun.
It could be so much fun.
It's not fun, but I'll entertain you.
How about you give me a word and I'll do it?
Okay. Thread.
Thread, that's a boring word.
Well, see how unfun this is?
Like, why would you pick thread?
Why
of all
not?
the words.
Okay. Mouse.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Maybe this game isn't fun after all.
I said it wasn't going to be fun.
These aren't like...
Do you know an Aries is never wrong?
Oh, not this shit again. Is it Aries season?
Of course it is.
We lost, everyone. Throw the whole
Aries
April
is
away.
never wrong.
Oh, by the time this
So-
podcast is up, it might be your birthday.
Yeah.
Everyone say happy
special.
birthday, Emma.
Thank
in the
you.
comments. Yeah, but the Aries... See, I don't mind like star signs and astrology and all that kind of stuff. What I do mind is when people blame their bad behaviour on their star sign.
behaviour?
Like if
That
you're,
I am not wrong.
or if you're like disorganized, but it's because I'm an Aries. Or if you're like being really mean, you're like, it's because it's Aries season. Like that is not how that works.
Okay.
So what now?
Well, I'm a bit chaotic because I am an Aries.
But I'm also chaotic and I'm not Aries.
You're not that chaotic. You're not.
Survey says
You're
incorrect.
not. You're actually not that chaotic. Out of the two of us as siblings, I'm more chaotic.
That is just blatant lies.
That is not a lie.
Everyone, you're being lied to.
I am not lying.
You know what? Give me another question.
No, I just need to have a chat about this.
Oh,
In terms of
I'm gonna
like
sleep.
being adventurous, who's the more adventurous
Me.
one? Are you serious?
Are you serious? I moved to another state by
I-
myself
I went to the other side of the world
for like 2
at
weeks.
the drop of a hat.
And you stole a shot glass from a bar.
I did not.
You did. I've seen it.
I did not do that.
If there's a bar in Europe somewhere that's missing a shot glass, come lock up my sister.
I did not do that.
She did that. I could probably just go get it. So what are you going to do then?
I don't have a stolen piece of glassware. Anyway, what I'm saying is you're not that adventurous and I am more chaotic.
This is such clownery. Give me another question before I end the podcast early.
Oh, but back to that.
Final question.
You never did the word game.
Yeah, because you
Because it
gave
was
me
so
shit.
bad.
You gave me shit words.
So what would be a good word?
Like a really
You
weird
just
word.
like this game because in your head you imagine you playing yourself.
Well, that is a read and a half, but also true.
I know.
I'm like, if I could play myself in this game, that'd be so much fun.
I know.
Yeah.
But when you add an Aries into this...
Oh my God.
No, I'll stop going on about the star signs.
Like,
Getting
that's
a
so
bit
true
much.
though. Like, I would like to play chess against myself
Same.
so you can win something finally.
Yeah. Pretty
Apologies. Give me another question. I'll give you one more
much.
question
No
and
one's
then we'll wrap.
laughing.
I laughed.
Okay.
Everybody moved.
Okay.
Also, this lighting that you've set up to give yourself really good lighting, and then I'm in like a little pit of dungeon darkness on the side there.
Okay, but you didn't even want the light.
Okay, my sister. Okay, Miss Divalicious Diva over here. She's like, you're a diva. Sorry?
When did I say you're
you called
a diva?
me a diva. Before, when we were setting up the light.
And the desk and the computer. Goodness.
Imagine having a
Heaven
computer that
forbid
works.
Michael listens to me.
Give me the question.
Okay. I have two that I really want to ask you.
You only get to ask one.
No, because one is something that the people want to know, and the other
Like
one
Hollywood
is like
Fix.
a miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
You want a miscellaneous one?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it sounds more fun.
Fine. What is something that you think should be illegal?
Oh, Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Ed Sheeran as a person should be illegal.
No, we can't say that.
No, we can't say that. I would say, male performers who put in so less effort than female performers and still get higher accolades. Mm-hmm. You know what should be illegal?
Misogyny.
So true. But also the Grammy people who didn't nominate
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd for, is it Blinding Lights?
Yeah.
Or is it, this? I saw some record today on Twitter and it was like Blinding Lights broke the record for the most consecutive weeks in the top 10. It was like 54
Wow.
weeks. And it was not nominated, if I'm getting that
No,
correctly.
no,
It might be the album specifically. But I think that's right. That
Yeah.
should be illegal.
Yeah.
Awards shows should be legal.
Yeah. Illegal.
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 Except unless I'm getting the award.
No, but even then, awards just, I don't know.
Humans just want to feel like they did something.
Humans want the clout.
So bloody true. So
Anything. For absolutely anything.
Yeah, they just want like the points.
Yeah.
Imaginary points.
Yeah.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
I think that's actually a pretty good answer.
Oh, okay.
All right,
That's
and then
good.
my question for you
Okay.
is, what is your favourite utensil?
Utensil.
It's like Beyonce in that music video.
This
I wasn't
question.
expecting that question.
I like this question
Why?
because I often think about stupid things like this.
It's not stupid. Why do you keep attacking me? I worked in
Okay.
hospitality, everyone. She didn't. I've been through the trenches.
flex.
Shout out to everyone who works in hospitality. I know what you've been through.
Hospo life.
Actually, but you worked retail, which is like worse.
Favorite eating utensil would have to be a fork.
Why?
Because, like, it just does everything.
Really?
Well, mostly everything.
I guess you can kind of get like a little bit of a little slice and a little scoop.
You can saw with a fork.
And
You can
that is actually
stab,
such a
you
good
can
point.
slide and scoop. If you've got a bit of a saucy situation, you can like spoon it up kind of.
Delicious.
You can spin a fork.
What about a what's it called?
A spoon?
No, what's it called? The fork knife?
A spork.
That's spoon fork.
Yeah.
Not that. The knife fork. Fork knife. Fortnite.
Fork knife.
Why don't you play Fortnite? And get
I don't
good?
have a PlayStation.
You have a computer. You can definitely not run it though.
Yeah, exactly.
You can use the PlayStation that I left here.
I don't know how to do that.
I left it behind.
I do not
Shout
know
out
how
to the
do that.
PS4. You will not be missed. I was playing Overwatch on the PS5 in Melbourne. I was doing so well. Came back to Perth, started playing, lost 10 games in a row. Rage inducing. Honey. So fork.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point to end this podcast. So I think we are somehow making it even worse than it was when it started. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I hope
It
you
was
had
fun.
fun.
My first podcast appearance. It's
So
only
true.
taken how many years?
Wait, actually, I should have asked you what your favourite podcast is.
Jumping in an elevator.
Oh, that was lucky. Because I know for a fact that's not true.
That is true.
But you listen to some really good podcasts.
I actually do. Okay, do you want top 3 podcasts?
No, I want one. One that's not mine.
Can I get? I need
No.
to do 2.
No, okay,
I
fine.
actually need to do 2.
Fine. Go.
But
3,
I'm gonna slip
2,
in a 3.
1.
Okay, My Millennial Money
Yep.
and all the associated branches of that.
Yep. Next one.
Cautionary Tales
Oh, not
by
this.
Tim Harford.
Like, no shade to this particular podcast. I was just listening and I
Very
was like,
good.
bro, like,
No, you're just not minded like that. You're just not really history minded.
I liked what they were saying. It's just how they were saying it. I was like, do we really need this many voice actors? Is it that serious?
No, okay. If anyone's going to listen to that,
Yeah.
wait, I don't know why I'm randomly plugging this random.
I don't know
podcast.
either. What's the
Just
third
don't.
one?
Shameless, the podcast,
I don't know. Actually, no, someone
the
mentioned
pop culture podcast for smart people who like dumb stuff.
that. Like, that's me.
Exactly, you'll like it.
Oh my God, should I message them and be like, hey, bestie, can we collaborate?
Yeah,
I feel like they sound like they're too big.
I'm pretty sure they did a collab with the Inspired Unemployed. Do you know
They're
them?
like Australian, hey?
Yeah.
Wait, not Australians collaborating. That never happens. I'll have to keep an eye out. I might start listening. I needed podcast recs, so thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, if you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, feel free to leave a like. If you've got something to say, leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, and if you'd like to leave a review, feel free to do that as well. Thank you all for listening,
ya.
and I'll see you next week. Peace out. Bye.
Bye-bye.